economist and helper. Welcome to this weekly forex forecast for USD, for pound, for euro, for gold, for US oil, for any of those pairs you wanted me to cover. Doesn't that sound like a good plan? Well, it does to me. So welcome traders. If you want me to start with a pair, please do so, because we are going to go through almost all of them. So it's just basically to say whichever you want me to cover. And then if I'm live now, you have to tell me, because this is something that always goes wrong, I guess, but just checking my links. Then we are good to go, good to go, good to go. Oh, we are live. Awesome. So thank you guys for joining in. Forex trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever money you invest into the forex market can be lost any moment, any second. So stay small. Don't risk more than you can afford to lose. Less than 1%. Don't lose more than 5% a month. Sounds like a good deal. Even harder to execute, but that's why we're here, to help you out. Awesome. Yeah. Good. So, as you are here, much welcome. Karibu sana. I don't know what's in Spanish, but yeah. And then I would... Okay, nada. Then we are here then. Okay, good. We have to do that here then. Sundam, welcome. Okay, USD CAD, New Zealand CAD. Okay, we can start with USD CAD, which is pretty. See, I said your name wrong, correctly. That's awesome. New Zealand CAD. Have I prepared it? Oh, okay. What do you think I have done here? Well, I have said that this market is not trending. I have no business to do here. But if you must force me in any direction, in any corner, and if you want to take out all my family members and everything, then I might say that choose. I don't find this trending. I don't find this interesting. I would say if it makes a new high and a pullback, you can kind of do it, and then follow along all the way up to 86.50. And if you are a seller, you want a new low from this low, then you can take it down to 81. And yeah, Amit says Euro USD and gold. Okay, that sounds awesome to me. I will do something about that. So fast forward, USD CAD is not something I would trade. Technical, I don't want to trade it anyways. But technically, analysis to me says up, down, up, down, up, 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 some kind of a trend here. But okay, I would say it's more up than down, but that all depends on your eyes. That all depends on your eyes. Euro USD, Euro USD, Euro USD. I did Euro USD yesterday in a video that is not in link in the description below, but it's in my channel. So if you like that one, thank you guys for liking it. Thank you guys for watching it. I am humble, though I'm just a forex trader that tries to help you guys out. Euro USD, what are you seeing? Are you seeing buy or are you seeing a sell? Patrick, you have to tell me which news that is. I don't know which one that is. It can be many. I've seen a lot of news. So which one? So for Euro USD, I am definitely looking for the lower side. But before I'm going to do anything at all here, I want a new low. We have entered here, we have entered here, we have entered here, so we have 3 entries. Now we need to kind of have them in more profits before we can do something more. But if you're new to this move, you have no entries at all, then I would say that, for example, Let's see, check. This is bull. This is the pullback. This is bullish. This is now the pullback for the bulls. This is now a new high for the bulls. Ooh, nice. But that's a new low. Get out, get out, get out. Red alert. And which candle is it? It's that candle there breaking this support that makes me say it's no longer bullish short term. And it's a very strong candle and it makes even a new low. Then that's for me as a seller, I would say I'm going to sell it in this area again. Sure we did. Now the other one is this one and the second one is this one. 1, 2, 3. So yeah. And now we are here. Now we just want to look for it to go down. That's kind of more a wish. I don't like this is okay. This is terrible. But I guess I hope is not a strategy, but I feel that if we're going lower, this is just a Friday pullback that happens. Where are you? It says buy until 109.50. Well, I guess it's possible for any bulls to say, you know, this is a double bottom. But I really, why? Are we at the bottom? Okay, I have to raise up. I don't really see that coming in. Well, it can. As anything, I'm not saying I've been burned so many times. This is going in this direction, and it does the opposite. 109.50 is above where I wanted to go. One above 50. Back up here. If you are going to buy it until then, you are in very vulnerable trading markets. Okay. I wouldn't personally say, oh, this is amazing. Let's do this. This is what we trade every single time. And this is how we make money. I have lost more money in this market condition more than I have gained. So for me, this is, so once it broke below here, 109.50, it's no longer bullish. And I wanted to make a new high before ever considering that it has to go higher. Okay? So if you're a buyer, please stay away until it makes a new high. Until it breaks above 109.330, okay? Above this level, then you can start looking for pullbacks. Until then, it's bearish. Sorry, guys. Sorry to shoot you down. But that's how it is. But of course, it can go up. That's the way the market is. We don't know the future, but technical analysis tells me it's still going down. Gold was requested. Gold for me is, this is the buy price. This is the sell price. So it all depends what you are. At 707, between 707 and 700, 1700, you're looking to sell anything that looks like a double top, lower, lower, lower high. Like that pattern, we just need the pullback like this one. Then selling off. That means dollar strength. If this one goes down, that also means your USD going down and all those pairs here going down. So yeah. What do we see? We see a new low. So it's technically bearish until it's bullish, meaning when it makes a new high, wait for the pullback and then wait. You kind of need also in this market right now a double bottom, higher high, higher low. How does that look like? For you as a buyer, it looks like this. Double bottom, higher high, So up to this high, pull back down to this one, and then higher. So you might likely to see it more on a 30 minutes, more than an hour. But yeah. Sammy says, hi Evan. Hi Sammy. Nice to see you and congrats. Wishing your channel to go bullish this week. Thank you. I got my cola for today. And then my wife always says, why do you make the sound when you drink? I don't know. That's kind of how things happen. Patrick says about IFM meeting. EMF, is that what you're talking about? I don't know what IFM is, to be honest. Understand. Welcome all. Sorry, Evan. Okay, welcome. Silver, Aussie USD. End of forecast turn USD again. End of the forecast will turn USD again, a little again. I don't know what that means, BHDR, but I guess that you want it to turn. Well, for me, I want dollar bullishness this week until May. That should, okay, now I understand. We have spent a little time on that. I can spend a bit of time on that. Just 2 minutes, okay, people? Listen to me. IMF has, as well as the EIA, said lower the growth levels. They have said there is higher risk. Well, they're kind of saying what is already in the market, what the market already knows. But when such prominent reports comes out, having a diminishing negative outlook for the world, that should be dollar strength, yen strength, and Swiss strength. Okay, that should be Aussie weakness, Euro weakness, Pound weakness, CAD weakness, and New Zealand weakness. Very short, very fast. So when there is prospects of less growth, recession, when we even talk about a recession, when that happens, it's like it sparks a great move. And how can I say that? Whoopsie daisy. How can I say that? Okay, so we talked about it around 1st of January, and we have absolutely plummethed later on. Okay, we have actually just gone through the floor ever since we started talking about a recession. It's not like it's instant, like dollar strength. But over time, over the next month, over the next weeks and months, you would see dollar strength, as you can see here in front of us, right? So, yeah. And then I just want to do something else, just very quickly, if it's possible to do that. Can I see that? Yeah, okay. Okay, then that's good. That's 618. So what it normally does, what normally happens around sharp, what has happened in 201 and 208 is that 61 or 50% retracement on the fib is the turning points. And then for USD, we have a monthly sell price, strong sell price. Last week, we really went above this target, which is the monkey trade that I'm talking about mostly. Maybe I'm babbling now, but monkey trade is when you try to reach for the banana, like really try to reach high as far as your arm can get. And what happens when you reach so far, can I do it? When you reach like that, what would happen to your hand? It will fall like that. It hasn't happened, but it's kind of what has happened here. And then the market players needs to get a second reason to enter. Okay, so that's what I would say is this price here. It comes back up to the support turning resistance. Important. Importante. At the 61, at the monthly, at resistance, everything to me says this one will fall from here. How far? I don't know. Sorry, people. I'm not a wizard. But if I was, I would make money on it. So for me, everything for the sell price, sellers, this is what you should do this month. And lucky for you, the past 3 years, it has done exactly that this week. But, you know, past performance is not indicative of future results. Just telling you for free. Here we are. Did you just dab? Why can't I dab? Because BHDR is dabbing. I can dab. Why can't I? What's not a problem? Hi, Manal. Welcome. Awesome. USOIL. Okay, so can I just do Aussie dollar first? I forgot to do the targets on EURUSD, by the way. Sorry. Target for EURUSD is 0.680. 0.680. So down there, that area here. For the week, it's also 0.750. Could be a weekly target, but the longer target for me is 0.680 or lower. It depends where we are in beginning of May. That's what I see. So we're planning 2 weeks ahead of now, people. 2 weeks ahead, not 1 hour, 2 weeks to 3 weeks to 4 weeks to 1 month. Okay, awesome. And then for the buyers, you can take it up to 110 again if it actually starts buying up. But I don't know, possible. Aussie dollar is a new high up to 64, 65, up to 65. I find that a bit challenging as we have no made a new low. We have still not made a new high. We have made a reversal pattern. We have come up to the same price. For me, I only say it's going to go down. Technical analysis, fundamental analysis, now it's just up to the market to prove me wrong. And I might be wrong as a puppy. I don't care. This is my strategy. This is how I consistently make money every month, year, quarter, whatever, call it. I never said you shouldn't dab. Love it. Yeah, I know. I'm just making fun. There's humor here, right? Well, to have fun. Hi, Manal, I'm new at trading. Can I take a position while the market is closed? No, you cannot. That's why the market has to be open. It's like the marketplace you go to. Do you go to buy tomatoes at the farmers, but the farmers is not there? Do you still buy tomatoes? Do you go to the farmers market? Do you go to any public market? Do you have any market where you are to get produce, but there's nobody there? There's nobody at the market, but you're there alone. Will you be able to get anything there? No. This is just the Forex market is not different from any other market. Market is a market. You need a buyer, you need a seller, both willing to sell and buy at the same price. Okay? If there's no buyers, there's only sellers, the market will fall. Price will fall because there's nobody to buy. Because they have to go lower, 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 lower until they find a buyer. Wherever that is. Wherever it is. That's why it fell. That's not why it fell, but that's kind of how you can say that was falling because was there a lot of buyers here? No. Nope. No. Not. So, yeah. And I do have a master's degree in economics, so if you want to do anything about monopoly, duopoly, and fully market competition, or whatever you call it, I'm on it. And if you do macro analysis as well, I have a course degree in that. Cheers. Yep, just checking the messages. We have done Aussie, we have done Euro. What's the next pair, people? I haven't seen any new pairs. What's your new pair? Any pair, any pair, any pair, any pair, any pair, any pair. Okay, I'm just having fun here. Yeah, okay. We are clear on that one. We are clear. Target for Aussie USD, as I would say, is... Can we make the same low again? Okay, at least going down to 60. Okay, that's very round. Round numbers is what banks love. US oil monopoly. Sorry, I actually saw that. Sorry, my bad. Apologies. Yeah, so around the 60 at least, maybe lower, because that would make it this one. Yeah, okay, that's not a really reversal, but it's resistant that couldn't turn support. But of course, there's also a challenge at 62, but I don't think that's going to hold it. USOIL. What do you want to see here? Okay, what's your preference? Up or down? Choose. So in my system, how I want you to trade is choose. Do you see this one going up? Is this pen going up? Or is this pen going down? Or is this going up? Okay, so you have to choose. The thing is, the market, however you look at the market right now, can be viewed at two different points at the very same market. Okay, this high, why do I always press the wrong button? This high, what is it? How do you look at it as a buyer? That's a new high for you. Amazing. Buy opportunity. Okay? Buy opportunity. Did you know that's the entry for sellers? Because they see resistance. At the very same point, they see resistance. So choose. Are you buying? Are you selling? And in the end, both of you will make money. Sometimes it takes longer time to make money, but in the end, you both make money over the years. If you want to become a successful Forex trader, we're not talking about tomorrow, what tomorrow is going to do. We're talking about next week. We're talking about next month. We're talking about what is going to happen in August. Do you have a plan for August now? Can you tell me what's going to happen in August? Do you have a plan for 1st of June? That's not too long from now. Do you have a plan for 1st of May? So, what do you think will happen to oil? Is oil going to be higher or lower from now, 1st of June? You should be able to answer that quite quickly. What can I do to have pending orders once because I didn't roll over? Well, you just have to wait for the market to open, and then you can place your trades again, your pending orders again. That's kind of, yeah. I would say a small retracement, then go back down. Okay, that's a good. I'm saying up. Okay, good. Then we can do both, because we both have bears and buyers in this market. Well, I'm not saying this is a buy signal if you're a buyer, but that's risk. That's just opened up the gates to $10 a barrel. Okay? Okay, not necessarily, it can definitely turn up again, but for you, technical analysis says, I want this to go up. Well, no, fundamental analysis says you want to go up, okay? But technical analysis right now, at this very moment, can change tomorrow, it's a new low. Then you stay away, you wait for it to turn around. How does that look like, you might ask? I can tell you. Very easy, very straightforward. You need price to come back to 20 as a buyer. You need to hold $18. You need to make a new high above 20.5. Above here, you need a pullback down to 20. Then you have a reversal pattern. Then you have a more likely chance of making money and not losing money. And if you don't get it, if you don't get the new high, and if you don't get the pullback, then you have nothing to do. Then you can do it like me. We can drink Coke together, and we can have fun, and we can eat ice cream, and we can look at the sun, and we can look at paintings, or we can improve our lives, we can do analysis, we can do other things. But then target is then $25. If you get that. I'm not saying that you will, but if you do it. As a seller, you're thinking, oh lordy, this is amazing, okay? We just got a new low. Okay, good. What do you do? What is standard operation procedure? No. You need a pullback back to 20, just as much as the buyers want. So both want it to happen. Though we can have a big gap since we're weekend and we are oil. That happens over the weekend. So if we open up at, plan A, if we open up at price, same price as Friday, we want to go back up to 20. That can happen in the first hour. That can happen on Monday. And then you can go down to $14. That's that. And once it makes a new low, breaks this one, you take the new pullback. Once it breaks that low, you will take that. So 1, 2, 3 entries, take profit at $14. Go, grab your money, and leave. Possible gap down on open. Yeah, I believe so. Anything is possible. And if the gap is up above 20, well, then you have your new high. Okay? So be ready for plan A. Plan A is, for sellers, is that you want it to come back to 20. If it doesn't come back to 20, if it just goes below 18, you take the pullback back to 18. So this is the pullback to 18 or 20. That's how easy it is. I have a pending oil from May, huge amount at what I have to buy it today. Please answer me. You have a pending oil from May. Okay. I don't know if I understand that one in terms of, are you going to buy May or have it from May last year, which is now in loss because we haven't been that low last year. Yeah. Kieran, hi, how are you? I'm fine, as you can see, live and good. I don't know which country you're talking about. I don't know Gutierrez. I don't know who you're talking to, but I'm from Norway, and Melin's from UK, so that's that. Live in the world. So that's US oil. That's how easy it is. Fundamental analysis in this one is a bit tricky. Okay, but a thing that I've said for many years, no, weeks now, is that we have a deficit that negative, or yeah, where are you? There you are. We have negative 29 million barrels per day. They cut, what was it, 9, so plus 9, 7, that's what they cut. So we're still 20 million too much oil. That is still going to make the oil go down. That's the negative side of making oil go down, plus risk. Are we actually going back to normal anytime soon? Is transportation going back to normal anytime soon? That's a real question you as a trader has to make. Very depending, very, what do you call it? Direct into analysis is spending, purchase, demand for transportation, for products, for yeah, what do you call it? Metals, like transportation of people, of goods, production of goods. Is that going to go higher? Well, that needs to go into analysis, both positive and negative. What you think is going to happen. Then, On the positive side, anytime there will be talks about another deal, this one will spike up again. And it can go up 7% in a day, doesn't matter. It can still rise up like that. And then it will fall back down and even longer and fall even further because there was no fruits to it. 1 second, I just need to close the door. I forgot to close the door. Sorry, guys. Hey. Questions. Bangladesh. Awesome. I have a couple of Bangladesh people here. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you too. Then it's an off-topic kind of, but I would like to hear your opinion. Although oil prices is low, still price of stocks of some oil companies going up after the drop on March. Sammy, have you ever heard about? You have to Google dead cat bounce. That's what it is. The fall in the oil companies, in stock market in general, and maybe oil companies especially, fell too much, too fast, too hard. When you have too fast, too hard, too hard, too fast, too much, we have the monkey trade. The monkey trade reaches too high and then pulls back. Though we have low price, and once oil price, once the realization of investments is going down, which is already happening in Norway, oil price is still not recovering. The world is still not recovering. It's going to go fall down again, and even further than before. Why is it bouncing? Well, I guess we are humans. We have psychology. We believe in anything positive until you realize you have been stupid all along, and you have a squeeze. I've heard about short squeeze, but again, I don't know about a rally squeeze. But when you go too far, too high, too fast, then you start getting afraid of profits. You take profit. Everyone takes profit at the same time. Sellers start selling, and it goes crashing down again. Can you describe it fundamentally, OPEC and COVID? The best fundamental and very fast and very quickly answer I have to you is that people are told to stay at home. Consumers doesn't demand goods as much they did before. Air travels are banned, or not banned, but they are shut down. Transportation, buses, airplanes, trains are stopped or cancelled. If you just look at that thing there in the global sense, fundamentally affects every economy. So when you have less demand, because every country who has, what do you call it, capitalism, is dependent on a strong and buying and spending middle class. Once they stop spending, the economy just collapses like a card house. Sorry about that. So yeah, OPEC fundamentally is just a gang of people who is producing a lot of oil, who comes together to decide in what kind of oil price they want, and they are a cartel, which is a forced group, is kind of the only cartel in the world that is kind of legalized but not really being illegal. So interesting. But yeah, please, can you go analyze this pound USD? I will do pound USD. Pretty much oil won't go up until it'll go down a bit. Cyprian, yeah. It doesn't need to go down. It doesn't need to go up. It doesn't need to do anything at all. But it will fall as long as the risk sentiment in the market is like it is now, fearful for the future. But once they have positive news or thinking, oh, there is a vaccine, oh, there's an OPEC meeting of cut, because now what I've done, the reason why the price is so low is because Saudi Arabia has produced a ton of oil. A ton. I think they're producing, I don't know, they are the ones making it so much oil in the market. Like the tank, so you would produce oil, put in tankers, and then the tank price went just straight up. Because all of a sudden there was huge demand for tankers because they need to store it somewhere because they dug the oil out of the ground. So yeah, that will happen until something is done to that, and that will affect the market for quite some time. When my car gets this new EGR cooler, I will use enough oil to get those prices back. That's awesome. That's laughable. That's laughable. Awesome. Oh, well, that's true. If you have an old diesel engine, American diesel engine, it's almost like a tank per trip. Is this interesting to you guys? Are you learning something new? Please give me I don't know, thumbs up if you learned something new today. And if you did, please go to the like button, because I just gave you high value things. In my opinion, I never knew this myself when I was a trader and I was just starting out. Anyways, pound USD, I'm trying to stick to the pairs. So we have a top, we have a bottom, which is lower than that bottom, that bottom, that bottom, and that bottom, which means 1, 2, 3, 4 new lows it took out in one go. Okay, what does that mean? Strong pullback. So for me, this is just taking profit. That's number one in any reversal. You need to take profit. Gran Vitara. Suzuki. Well, in Norway they say that Gran Vitara, Norwegian Gran Vitara, is built for Norwegian conditions, which is winter, harsh, cold, -40 Celsius, and mountainous. I don't know about you guys, but yes, we are learning. Thank you, guys. Awesome. For me, I just know this, and I have learned it through pain. So for anybody else to actually appreciate that I actually know something, thank you. But for me, it's self-explanatory for me because I have that knowledge. Then we didn't have this high, which is a lower high, but we didn't get up to this high. Interesting, I must say. And this is not really a reversal. So, and then this happened. So for me, I just want this dollar strength to happen. I have some cells in here. I don't know, where is it? I think I sold it in here. Did I? Oh, I sold it here. Out of one of those things I sold it at, and then yeah, maybe this one then. Got too greedy apparently. So that's why my trading week last week was like a bit less because of this one. But I don't know the market future. I can't say that this is going to happen and then this is whatever. So you kind of just have to have your entry again and again and again at the same time, at the same price, at the same setup every time. And sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't, but normally it does. I'm looking to short it, or it to go down. So now I want a new low. I want it to break this low here, then the pullback, then down. Where are we going down to? 19. I think we're going down here to around 119. If it now goes higher, I don't know how bearish that is. So for me to go higher now, I will be sweating. I still have my stop loss up here, which is caramba. No, where it's supposed to be, sorry. But then as a buyer, I would like, okay, this is, so that was a seller, is really this price I want to happen. As a buyer, you're like, oh, this is resistance turning support. I'm going to buy it. But what's going to happen then? You need a new high. Okay. Okay. Up. Then you need a new high, then a pullback, and then you are set to go. Awesome. Target is 27, 127-ish. That's pound dollar, people. What else? Which other pairs? Which other pairs do you want me to do? Are we going to do? So when you hear, just another fundamental thing, when you hear that the BOE, who was it? They're using stimulus packages, which is QE, quantitative easing. Very difficult word. Google it. I'm not going to spend time on that now. When you hear stimulus, which has been used for QE, that is actually going to make the, again, not dollar, but any other pair would make a currency would make it weak. So if there is stimulus in pound, it's actually going to fall. Might not specifically that week that day, but it says something about the economy that is actually not so good. And then after some time, it will pick up. But the initial response normally is down, then up. For Aussie, for Euro, for New Zealand, for CAD. Okay? That's fundamental for you. And fundamentals is not news, by the way. I don't trade news. I don't even trade NFP, if you knew that. I don't care. News is my reasons to enter again. And if it's not too far away from me, then I will do something about it. Your guidance and mentoring brings so much difference in our ways of studying the markets. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Namaste, sir. If you get a chance, I know it's not on the list, but I saw a double bottom on the Euro JPY 1 hour graph. I will do it. Can we do yens now? Are we into yens? That's the same as USD. I don't know why are you not interested in yens? That's just the same as USD. So we can do the most popular one, which is pound yen. I will do euro yen next, since that was requested. So people, if you want a pair, without just listening to my voice, you can actually request pairs, and I will try to fundamentally move towards. So we've done Aussie, Euro, Pound, Pound Yen. Okay. Okay. Then what do we see here? Range, new low, range. I thought this was a double top kind of a thing. New low, pullback, sell. Went a bit higher, went a bit lower, went a bit high, went low, went high, went low. I don't know. So again, it's the same thing. Indecisiveness of the market last week. I'm looking for the sell. Definitely. And then we shall see what happens. Target for me is not 133, it's down to 129-ish. So 129, I don't mean this week, I mean May. Maybe until June. So what is going to likely to happen? We might have a strong move here. We might have a strong move here, then a pullback, then a strong move here, and then a pullback, and then we're going, yeah, not like that, but kind of. Again, it won't be straight down like a rocket. Yeah. So for me, until it breaks above 35, we are selling it. I'm selling it. You can do something else. But if you get a new high above 135, you can buy it. 135 is your land in sand. Catch the pullback. Take it up to 136. That's just 100, but okay, fine, whatever. Stop loss 100, maybe 75, maybe 50 then. If it's just 100, is it? It's not a lot. Yeah, it's just 150. Yeah, okay. So it's like a moo trade, a bad trade. Sorry. So I don't know. Just maybe hold for it higher then. But that's really resistance at 136. So 136 200. So I would say that, yeah. Okay, buy and hold it and close your eyes, I guess, if you get a new high. But don't risk money you can afford to lose. New Zealand dollar, we have actually forgot. Okay, euro yen, sorry, yen. We haven't asked about USD yen, USD Swissy, and New Zealand USD, people. Japan have reported a healthcare crackdown on the horizon for them as they struggle to cope with COVID. No, it won't. It will only get it stronger. That's what I believe. Euro yen was requested double bottom. Well, yeah, if you're a buyer, say this is resistance, definitely. But euro is weak, yen is strong. Are you going to buy? Oh, well, okay, fine. Actually, correct myself. This is the only place you can buy. Double bottom, then you need a higher high, then the pullback, and then high again. Okay? Nothing else. If it breaks below here, you're dead. That thing is dead. And for it to come back again the fourth time in a month doesn't really make me very positive and like think this is a good uptrend. Because it's uptrend you want to buy, right? So, yeah. I think that could potentially be it. Now that's 119. Okay, fine. 119. That's your target. If you get a new high and you get a pullback, then you're off to the races. But for the other ones, us, we want to have a new break, and then at least down to, it's not 15, is it? We're actually that low. Oh, so if we go down to 15, we have a new 1550, so we have a new low here. So euro yen has actually been very weak. Okay, interesting. I thought we were much higher, but okay. So this has performed very differently from all the other yens. Euro has really suffered here. So 15.5. Euro New Zealand was requested twice. I saw you. Got my stop loss so I can take the hit. Okay, good. Nothing's better than that. Euro New Zealand, what are you doing? So this is up. This is down. This is up. This is, I don't know what else is going to happen here. No, 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 no. New low. Interesting. Pull back. That's a sell. New low. Pull back. That's a sell. New low. Pull back. That's a sell. Stop. It makes a new high. Comes back down again. What are you? Buyer or seller? You can take it up to here, to 84. Or you can take it down to 76.70. Whatever your entry is, that's your stop loss. That's your stop loss. Whatever you are buying or selling, be above previous structure or below previous structure. That's my point here. I don't know. Both are weak. So this is a wink trade, pig trade. I think I've called it now, pig trade, which just, I don't know, wink. Aussie yen, we have double top, lower low, lower high, sell. Sell down to 65 at least. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I think I said it to you. And then just hold it. But both of them are weak. So you're really hoping for euro to be weaker than New Zealand, which New Zealand is very weak as well, generally. So you're kind of trying to, it's a forced trade. It's not where you make money. Aussie yen, as I said, yeah, that's that. If it goes above higher, catch the pullback and until forever, I guess. Yeah. So that's that. That's 65. We have an entry here. CAD yen, new low, pullback, sell again. I guess down to maybe I would say first of all back to support at 74. And then we're going down to the basement. I don't know where the basement is, but I guess it's very low. Okay. Which other pairs do you want me to cover, please? I am only going through because I have been told to go through it. And if you don't care, then please tell me that you don't care, because I care. I love yens. So we have a double bottom, double top, lower low, lower high, sell, lower low, lower high, sell, off to the races. So really Friday could have been the entry. It could gap down now, and it cannot gap down. But on all the yens now, I see reversals. Okay, I see reversals on all the yens now. USD yen. So if you're a yen trader and you're selling yen, buying yen, selling yen pairs, you have the technical analysis reasoning to sell. USD yen is, I don't know why I did it, but I guess that's the target for buyers. Previous high and resistance down here. Support turning resistance, sorry. So it's kind of a range. It doesn't really trend. This is trending, this is trending, this is trending, but not trending, not trending. So I could see this going lower, but if dollar is going strong, I think this is going higher. So something like this, new high, pullback, new high, yeah. I think that's most likely. Dollar seems to have been running the yen, running over the yens like a truck. So that's that. Awesome. I'm wondering why you don't ask for a USD yen anymore. I just did it for you. You always ask me to do that. But hey. So Swissy, I actually have this marked out. Down, up, down. Interestingly, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh well. And then we have I'm just thinking for myself. Okay, so we have here, that's what I kind of look for and look at. And target for this week at least 97.60. So my system really is, this is a buy zone, this is a sell zone, this is a target for buyers, this is a target for sellers. So whatever your system, whatever your direction is, you just choose one of them. Every week you choose the same thing. And in the end, that's how you get profits. So 97 is kind of what I look for now. Or higher. Okay, donkey. Then we have, I don't know, New Zealand dollar as well. That's a sell. New low. Go down, 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 down. Yeah, I think we're going down to maybe at least a 58. 58 or lower. Or even down to 56. So at least break even when you're going down to 56 and just see how it goes. It just depends when we get to 58 here. So is it now, this week, or is it next week? Next week would make it more vulnerable for new. If it's this week, it's most likely to continue. But if it's end towards May, then we are more vulnerable. Then, people, we have been requested pounds. I have all of this here. People have requested. So we have done USDs. I have done yens. We can do pounds. And then New Zealand's has been requested. Euro pound is not, I'm not even going to spend a lot of time on it. I can explain what I mean. But to me, I haven't done anything to it this week because it's sideways. This, as you can see, I believe you can see the difference between this uptrend and this move down. So for me, it's kind of sell it until when it makes a new low, sell. When it makes a new low, sell until it makes a new high above this high here. Then you can buy if you are a buyer. But apart from that, this is not a market you should be trading unless you have been selling ever since here. Then you can stay in it if you sold here, and you can stay in it. But if you want to start entering now, it's not necessarily a market that I would be in. But if you are very keen, I have just given you the reasons. But targets, I don't know. It's resistance. Where's resistance? So okay, so if you're a seller, you're like, okay, there's resistance at 50.86. Okay. Where's resistance for buyers? I can't remember. Sorry, support at 86, resistance at 88.60. Okay, that's that for me. Then we have pound. We have pound. We have pound Aussie. Sorry, people, I just have to open the window. It's very hot in here. So for pound Aussie, I feel like we are, I don't know, we are turning lower, but still it all depends. What are you? Are you a buyer? Are you a seller? What do you want to see? So for me, I still say that, okay, so you wanted a new high. You got a new high last week. That's your buy, but it went lower again, so it failed you. So right now you're either you're really afraid, but I believe that you maybe should take profit or stop loss. But stop loss is below here anyways, but it looks very vulnerable to the downside with a target of 94. And if it actually does make a new high again, then you can take it up to 2 at least. 201. Okay? And what other pairs do you want me to cover, people? What other pairs? Is there any pairs you want? Is there? Or have I just given too much information about the fundamentals? And then we have, but that's pound Aussie. Choose whatever you want, your direction, but it's not my favorite. Pound CAD is something that I would look into, say, okay, fine, this is interesting. So I believe this is a pullback to buy. That's how it looks like. And then if you're a seller, you're like, oh, that's amazing. That's a pullback to sell. So it all depends on what you want. What do you want to see? So if you're a seller, you're like, oh, I want a new low. Okay, you want a new low. Then if you get a new low, you have to take the pullback. Then you can take it down to 72.50. Okay? But if you're a buyer, you take it up to 78. Okay? Pick and choose your battles. New high, pullback, back up. Euro USD, I did Euro USD. But this might be the best of the non-CAD, no, not pound dollar and pound yen, of the pounds. This might look more bullish ones, but this is also a week trade. Okay, this one should fall. So any reasons, any fall in this price makes me like, nice. So any new lows, if you buy this one, please don't. if you just do not, please don't buy this one. This is pound yen, pound dollar, anything that. So for me, double top, lower low, lower high, sell, and then it's just gone sideways ever since. But any new low is really going to engage the sellers. Be careful of that. If you have bought it, please leave the market until it makes a new high. So you have to wait for the new high and then the pullback before you enter again. Okay, so any trend change, any direction it shows, that's when you know you're wrong or right, and then you engage. Then pound New Zealand is a rangy type. So if you're a buyer, this is your buy. If you're a seller, this is your sell. Okay, I can do this every single time. That's how easy and hard it is. You already have an entry here. If you're a seller, then you have a new low, then you wait for the pullback again, then sell it down to 202. If you're a buyer, you take it up to 211. That's how difficult it was to make a trade plan. Plan A for Okay, so we can make that one red. This one is red. This one is sellers, buyers. Quick question regarding indicators. Is it worth investigating Ichimoku Cloud? I haven't used it before, and I don't know. I have no clue about it. People, I don't know what it is. Honestly, I have heard about it. People using it. I don't know. It's not crucial to me and my system. It's not crucial to my system and how I trade and how I make profits. Maybe to yours. I'm not going to say anything about it, but I have never used it. I can't say anything about it, if it's good or bad or anything at all. Maybe it's good, I don't know. But I haven't investigated. If it costs money, maybe not. Maybe the reason then is to make money out of it. Then we have requested for New Zealand's. And, you know, I have to be so humble and say, of those things I have not used, do I know that you're a bad person? Do I know you're a good person? No. But until I met you, I can tell you if you're a good person or not. Right? Aussie New Zealand has been requested. This is trending for some crazy reason, I don't know why. But this one should actually be sideways like here. Because Aussie and New Zealand is weak trade. Two both are weak. So as a buyer, you're like, oh, this is amazing, I got a pullback. Okay, then you buy it. Fine. But now you have a new low as a seller. Well, nice, I'm selling it. Okay. So target is 107 or 103.60. And any new low is also wanted here. Then that. But it seems like this is trending upwards. So I think we're heading higher because we are trending in this kind of a market conditions. We're trending higher. Then New Zealand is weaker than Aussie, but it's still a weak trade. Euro New Zealand was also requested, I think it was. And then New Zealand CAD. Yeah, okay. So here we have it. Pick and choose your team. If you're buying, this is your buy price. Take it up to 184. If you're a seller, catch any pullback to 82 or short of 82, 108, 181, 500, and take it down to 76.50. Okay, say it fast. Entry for sellers, target for sellers, target for buyers, entry for buyers. Okay, awesome. That's that, quick and easy. USOIL. So it's some kind of moving averages then. It's 20, 50, and 100. I don't use those EMAs. Or MAs, I'm sorry. Maybe they work, I don't know. I've not used that, so I don't know. I have used it before and have disregarded it. Maybe it's just to show you trend, short term, longer mid term, and short and long term. But moving average strategies is like 5 years since I did it, and if there was a crossover, I guess you buy or sell. The problem with that is it's lagging and late, so your entry is like when it's already past you. So yeah, I did this one. Okay, good. Then we have requested for oil. We can do oil again. That's okay. I can do it again. Who is it? That's Gupta. Vivek. Vivek, welcome. I have not seen you in the chat before. Welcome. And for every one of you who is new, please subscribe. Please like. But of everything you do 2 things. You comment after all this live and say what you learned, because somebody said they learned from this video. So after this video, you comment what you learned when it's done, not now, but when it's done, when it's like a video. Then you share this to somebody who needs it, because you got it for free, then somebody else get it for free. I know the Forex community is like whatever piece of information you have yourself, you keep it to yourself so you can make profits out of it. But I'm giving my knowledge that I have gained through pain, suffering, tears, blood, sweat, and tears, and you're going to keep it for yourself. I don't like that. I gave it to you for free. So are you going to charge somebody that gives something information for free? Nope. So please give it to a struggling trader as well. That's why I'm here, to help you or whoever it is who is struggling. Okay? So, US oil. I have a buy at 19.9. Okay. Yeah. Okay. 1992. Okay, so just below 20. I believe that if price comes back up to 20, if plan A, this is plan A, if plan A works out, comes back to 20, you should take your loss and go. Or break even. Okay? What does that mean? That I see the potential of this one technically going lower still is precedent, because we still haven't made a deal in the market. We still haven't made the equilibrium, the sum zero, whatever you call it, to be where it's supposed to be. So this market is very unbalanced. There is too much oil, too little demand for the amount of oil that is in the market. So that's why we are so low. And that's the reason why we made a new low. We haven't been so low since 2001, 19 years ago. I believe you're going back to 20 to sell again. So any pullback, you should take your loss and leave, because it made a new low technically. Then what do you want to see? As a buyer, you want it to come back up to 20. Maybe you can want a come back to 18 again, but you need a new high. Then the pullback, you need the pullback, and that's when you can start engaging again. Only here, after this has happened. Okay, so how has it happened before? Double bottom, higher high, higher low, there. It happened here, went up to take profit. You should have taken profit here, went back down again, because this is on a Friday saying there will be an agreement to whatever, and Trump got into it. It didn't. Russia said no, there's nothing is going to happen, and then went back down again. So that's how you want to see it again. Do you provide signals? No, I don't. I do tell my traders when I have entered in the Discord channel in the description below. So anyone who wants to hear me talk, ask questions, and every single day, and I will answer you as fast as I can. The Discord channel. You can access it through app, desktop, or web. So you can go to the web and access it. It's like a... So Discord, why I went away from Telegram. Telegram, everything is in one chat, but in Discord you have different chats, different categories. Like you have trades, you have news, you have education, you have off topic, you have general. So I can categorize and say, if you want something, 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 go there. Instead of just have to scroll through the chat and you might not find it. I'm always confused, how is pullback? It all depends, but so that means that you need to Google pullbacks. Okay? First of all, Google pullbacks. What is a pullback? Pullback in a trend is this, downwards. In an uptrend, this is the pullback. What is the pullback? It's just a short-term move back to where it started to catch more buyers or sellers to then later on resume the direction. So it's like if you take the bus, at least in Norway, you have to go in from the highway into town, into the different towns you're passing to get to the capital. So go into town, back to the highway. So going into town was the pullback, because you have to go back in and then out again and then continue. Then you have a new town, you go off the road in towards the town and then back out again and then continue. So yeah, I don't know how else I can say it. It's a small, and this pullbacks is where you should have your entries, not at the top, but at the pullback. At the pullback. I don't know how else I can explain it. Okay, here we have, this is a pullback, this one here, this is a pullback 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 here. Yeah, and then if you just take away my here, then that's that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pullbacks. Thank you so much. Are you same person? I have never heard about Nonsense Forex. I have no clue where that is. I don't know. You're so funny. Well, actually now, in Norway, since we are in lockdown, not curfewed, we're not closed up, but we are advised to be at home. Actually 80% of transportation passengers has gone. So yes, they're actually on time. And there is a timetable, and it goes every hour, and now it really goes every hour because there's nobody in the bus. In Norway, we have 1 meter between every passenger. So if the bus is half full, which is full then, half full, it will just take no more passenger. And then the front where the driver is closed off, so you can't pay with cash. It's only with credit card online. And if you're caught, you have to pay $100 fine, between $90 and $100 fine. I'm not sure how much it is right now. Between $90 and $100 fine if you're caught without a ticket on the bus. I think that's that. What else, people, do you want to see? Do you want to talk about? I feel like I have come to a conclusion of this being an awesome weekend. If you have subscribed, please. If you have not subscribed, please do so. I encourage you to. I just went above 1,000 subscribers, so thank you guys for being the 1,000. I don't know who you are, but YouTube didn't tell me who you are, but I really deeply appreciate every one of you who is here. I have been trading alone for 5 years. Definitely alone. So 1 year ago, I started Facebook. 1 year ago, I started Facebook. I started with YouTube videos in October last year, so that's like 6 months ago. Every week I'm giving out targets to, like, I started out with, what was it, 34 subscribers, and maybe one that was there even. And one of my videos got like 14 views. So I'm humbled that you want to watch and listen to my nonsense. I didn't do silver. Nobody requested for silver. I can do silver. That's okay. Did you do gold? Yes, I did gold. But I can do gold again. Fine. I will try. So we have an uptrend here. Oh, it's so hot. We have an uptrend here, people, where it failed and it's now turning lower. And I don't have your target for you because I didn't prepare it. That's reversal, new low, pullback. That's a pullback. That candle up there, back to support, turning resistance, sell. So we have definitely something going on here at 14.5. Maybe we're going back down to 13.20, but it's definitely a challenge at 14.5. And then the road is either up or down. But for now, it looks bearish to me. In Canada, businesses are free. Well, no, they're not. Okay, I was just watching something. Yeah, okay. Like a Liverpool fan says, you never walk alone. Well, in Norway, what actually happened? Nobody has requested for USDSR. I'm actually very surprised. Where's your South Africans? Gold, yeah, gold. But yeah, so there actually new record sale on electrical bicycles. Okay, electrical bicycles that has that's powered by electricity. Electricity now is very cheap because we have a lot of waterfalls, so it makes it very cheap. I think gold is going down, so around 108, 1708, 1706. Anything above 17 is considered to be the sell zone. Stop loss above at 1750-ish area. So yeah, and then if it makes a new low, pull back to sell because of dollar strength. Both of them are strong, so this is a strong trade, but I think dollar has been stronger than gold in this coronavirus movement. So yeah, that's not. Hi, Mima. Can you see my comment now? Yes, I can. Hi, welcome. Roscoe de Vries. Are you Dutch? Do you trade indices? No, I don't trade indices. I have index funds, like general, like global and Nordic and stuff like that, but to enter the market kind of whatever the price is every month, so that I have return on investment anyways for the next 20 years. So that's not short term at all. That's like 20 years from now when my grandkids want money. Yeah. I have been writing since podcast started, but seems I was not displayed as you. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know. Let's take a look. Have you been like denied anything? I haven't seen anything, Mima, of you. I don't know. And I see no. I don't see. I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at the chat in general, and also have the chat on my broadcasting. I haven't seen your comments. I'm sorry. My apologies for YouTube being a bitch. I'm South African. Well, I tried. But yeah, you are. You have a Dutch sounding name then. I'm sorry that you are called the Fries. Terence, you're Dutch. Junge. Ach, my German. But I'm not as good as in Dutch. It says that's what I hear when I take KLM. It's like welcome to Christiansand Airport, and we're going back to Amsterdam. Who else do we have? USD Swissy. I saw something about. USD Swissy. I haven't really looked at it so fast, but well, it looks bearish to me, and I kind of need, I don't know if I need to do analysis again on it, but it's supposed to be opposite of Euro. So whatever Euro does, you just flip it, and then you have the Swissy. But also Swissy and yeah, USD is kind of strong. But I believe this one is going higher because of strength in the dollar. Target so far is 97.60 or above. And the trades that I plan now, today, is closing maybe 1st of May. I might holding until June. So I'm just trying to, what do you call it? Like playing dart? You try to enter trades that would stick, right? And then hope for that it would hold. I think that's what's going to happen. Quite close. Yeah, I'm sorry if I offended any Dutch people with my KLM. Well, for those who doesn't know, Norwegian and German is quite similar. Dutch is like French, and that's maybe Belgium, but French and German, and they have their own words. But I remember the first time I heard instappen. That's like boarding. Instappen, which in Norwegian becomes like almost like a sausage, or like you're pushing something into something that really doesn't fit. It's like sausage skins, like really tight jeans that you want to take on that really like sticks to your legs. That's what I feel like instappen means, or it sounds like in Norwegian. Hi, Yusuf. Welcome. Amazing. Welcome. Thank you, Mal. Thank you. I try to have fun, and my Coke is ending. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please, I beg you from the bottom of my heart, because we will have so much fun together for the future. I will give you so many targets, and we will have so much fun. And if you want to have more fun with me, I have a Discord channel below, all for free. Can you believe that? And you can even ask me about your setups, and I will answer at some point. Do you think it will gap tomorrow? I haven't heard or seen any news. Sometimes after my webinars, like I've seen news after it happens. So you just do a quick one. If there's anything that would stand out. Oh, that's like okay, so that means that's dollar bull. Mild optimism. Okay. So that's another QE. Just analysis. Short-term selling, global economic contract to 22.94. That's Wells Fargo. That's interesting. Of course, the USD CAD will strengthen if economy improves. Of course, that's kind of euro. You get, yeah. So not really anything that would really stand out. Do you guys want? So yes or no? Do you want to do the economic calendar now, just very quickly? Yes or no? I'll just see yeses or nos. You see they can open up to 30. Okay, so that's dollar weakness and CAD strength. Okay. I'm bull on USD CAD because CAD is weak. USOIL went just down to 18 on Friday. And we're still experiencing dollar strength until nothing else is sent. Vivek says no. Okay, fine. I'm not going to do it then. Then there's no need. Then we have, yeah, okay. So I'm bull, and for it to go lower, okay, yeah, well. I feel like, okay, feel is not necessarily a thing, but technical analysis says this is a new high. This is a pullback, and I'm just waiting for that to happen. It's kind of reversing here. But back down to 38. That's a big gap, by the way, people. That's like 200 pips move. Do you really know someone who generating 10% to 20% more constantly from the past 6 months? Ask this because everyone says 90% of traders lose money. Imran, I generally have 8%. Generally, so that means some months I'm not at 8%, and sometimes months I'm really above 8%. A month. Because 90% traders lose money, yeah. And I'm trying to do something about that. It's generally because what I've seen is that I'm actually kicked out of the pure price action group on Facebook because I posted my weekly forecast on Friday and Saturday. They didn't like that. Sorry. But I've seen in that group kind of what is happening in the market where I can actually show you something. Okay. So this is what traders do. This is fxssi.com. So Foxtrot, what X is in English, Sierra Indigo.com, FXSSI. You can see the positions. So you can see the majority of the traders right now is kind of very in the middle. But when euro is strongly up, this one have like 70 or 80% sells. Okay, so same with daily FX as well. That's IG. So the stronger the trend, or the clearer the trend on those pairs, the more extreme it gets, right? So here we have New Zealand dollar. We have 60% bulls, but we have just turned around and making new lows. Now we have a pullback to sell again, and we have bullish. We have more bulls than bears. I don't understand that. And then USD yen, I find that to be indecisive, but apparently they are very strong. They are buying the dollar yen, but I don't see a very strong dollar yen move up. Well, I can think of it, but it's not currently there. Okay. Okay. So something that we want to do, use the kind of calendar very quickly. Okay. So there is a couple of things you need to look out for. Okay. You just need to remember. Okay. A couple of things for economic calendar. One, what is the most important thing? CPI, Consumer Price Index. Where is it? Right here. Very important. That's the most important news out that affects interest rates. Okay, most important news. So then I'm just scrolling through again. Interest rate decision, very important again. Very high, very interesting. Then we have producer price index out of Germany, month over month. Yeah, okay. Not so much, but still interestingly enough. RBA meeting minutes, importante. Okay, you need to read those. Download the report. Ask me what is going on, what are they saying, what should they mean. Then I can go through it with you if you don't bother. I have posted so many central bank reports on my Facebook page, on my Discord channel. I don't think people even read it, but that's how you get your bias fundamentals. This is where you get your insights. What are they thinking? They are the ones in the end driving the market, manipulating the market. So you want to follow them and what they are doing. Okay, so this is just a longer explanation of their past interest rates meeting last week. I will look at that one. Unemployment rate could be pretty bad, so that's something to look out for. Earnings, yeah, okay, fine, not so much. And then retail sales, okay. That's okay, I can look into that. But not more than that. Claimant count change, I don't know. This survey will be mentioned, I know, so okay. The sentiment, okay, that's quite interesting though. So a couple of, that's not so much. You need to look out for consumer price index, GDP, PPI, which is producer price index, unemployment, retail prices, retail sales, and you need to look out for, was that everything? Yeah, so consumer price index on pound, consumer price index on CAD, importante. Market composites manufacturing right now, PMI is very important. It can potentially move the market. Jobless claims, importante also this week. So some of them are important here, but is this going to change the market? Not necessarily. Is this going to push the market through an eclipse? No, it's not. So there's nothing here that I say red alert. Okay? But keep it in mind. Just look at it. Don't act on it, but look at it and say, okay, that's how it is. So I want to look at the trend. Are we deteriorating badly, or are we just continuing lower? Are we going rapidly higher, or are we just slowly going higher? What happened, what was with Euro, was already in bad place before all this coronavirus was. They were already talking about recession it was actually recession in the German manufacturing industry before coronavirus even was a thing. That was in last year, late last year. Okay, think of that. So this one was just tipping Euro out of the cliff. I think oil will gap higher. It's possible, but I can't say that it will. Thank you for your answer. If you say that 8% you're generating, who is having the great knowledge about Forex then? What about others? Do you prefer swing or scalping? It's impossible of all times. Let me tell you something here. I am going to explain you very quickly. So what do Eivind Bydal do? Eivind Bydal do, I enter on the day trades. I hold them into as long as the trend is with me until the weekly target. And once, like now in this week now, I'm going to hold it until May. And my stop loss is up here. So if I'm right, I might be right, I'm going to hold it until May. So I scalp into day trades, into weekly trades, into monthly trades, into position trades. If I in August can buy at the bottom, if I can August buy at the bottom, I hopefully will hold it until December. But this is an election year, so I don't know. Thank you guys very much. I think actually we have been here for a very long time now. We still have 25 years. Well, thank you guys for being here. Have you subscribed? Have you liked? Have you joined my Discord channel? Well, congratulations. You are in the best team. And we have fun. And I will try to help you as much as I can. That's that. I think that we are... I think that we have covered a lot. You can go through this video and look at my entries, look at targets. You can join my Discord channel and ask more questions. Like throughout the week, I think I will be live on Tuesday here on YouTube. I haven't done that before on Tuesdays as a thing. I was just that last week. I think Tuesday's a good day. Then we could have had some entries. We could have had some stop losses. The new trend might be setting up then. So I think that's good for you. Then I want to say that I'm deeply humbled for everyone who has been here, is here still, and asked questions. If it was just 2 people, we would be done an hour ago. So, from the bottom of my heart, and my humble heart, thank you guys for listening to my nonsense. And rewatch the video, use it for everything it's worth. And don't risk more than 1% per trade. Don't lose more than 5% a month. Because I want you to become successful Forex traders who trade for the next 20 years with me. If you've been trading for 20 years already, I want you to continue to trade for 20 years. After this video, please comment when this video is done on what you learned. Okay? Stay safe. Take care of your family. And we have the best job in the world. We are Forex traders. We're going to conquer the world. Awesome.